Hi, I'm that was actually I'm Galaxy Starcraft HyperGalaxy. That is definitely hyper. Let's do a little bit of jump rope. Doom 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 Delnaga Tower. Doom 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 doom. It's actually Pong. Playing a little Pong with the Delnaga Tower. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Welcome to my channel. I'm HyperGalaxy, and I haven't actually even started the game. There we go, starting the game. Look at that. Vile Spanishiwa. Team Vile. Player is Spanishiwa. It seems to be quite popular these days. Therefore, I decided to do a commentary with him because his Zerg style is just so interesting. And, you know, if you're a fan of Husky and all that, you know, 100,000 viewers, everyone is, you know, gonna have heard of him by now. And I'm just like a little kid on the block. You know, I get less than 50 views. You know, I'm really just kind of small time crooks right here. Look at the little dinosaur on this map. Dinosaurs are not extinct in the Kripalu sector. So anyway, oh my god, can't believe it. So I'm eating almonds. Like, whoa, I should stop eating. Do you remember the days, if you're a subscriber for like a long time, I used to like drink and sip. I used to sip like coffee and tea or whatever on the camera. And eat, and it was pretty bad, so I'm gonna stop eating right now so that I don't do that bad thing, which is making terrible noises when I eat. Anyway, it looks like this guy, Young, I didn't actually introduce him properly, did I? Young G Junji. Young Junji. We just call him Young. The Protoss player has scattered his opponent, wants to block Spanishiwa, and I gotta admit, I've never in my life seen Spanishiwa go extractor first, and I guess that will continue. We still won't be seeing him go extractor first. I honestly thought that was a real extractor. Let's see if Youngji. Now Youngji didn't know that extractor was there. I thought it was like a fake extractor. So basically, Spanishiwa, which you all know by now, what he does is goes hatchery first, followed by pool, and then he doesn't get any gas until about the 5 or maybe 6 minute mark, and then he gets 4 gas geysers on these extractors, and yeah, that's basically his plan. And then so he gets a lot of minerals at first, which gets him a lot of drones early on, getting that economy up. Takes an early third. You know, and then he gets the gas, you know, much later, which allows him to get a... It's weird, because he gets gas later, but he actually gets hive much sooner. So, anyway, you'll see. I don't want to spoil it for you. I won't explain all of it. So, I'm back from Toronto. I've been back for about a week or so, and I'm just thinking, I'm actually buying a new rig, and I'm getting a headset, so the sound won't be so bad. See this clicking? You won't be hearing that clicking because instead of using a webcam for sound, I'll actually have a headset with a microphone. And a little trick there, just so you know, if this Zella is on hold position, you can take your drone and right-click on the mineral patch, and it'll go through the Zella. It's just like a... it really goes through the unit. It's kind of a bug, which Blizzard hasn't fixed. Okay, so here we have a spine crawler up for Spanishiwa. He sees 2 gas, which is pretty normal this early on for Protoss versus Zerg. At this point, we don't actually know what Protoss is doing. We could see 4 gates from him still. Oh, he loses that drone. He does see... No, Spanishiwa does not see the gateway, does he? No, he does see something there, so he probably does see 1 more gateway, but we could see a Stargate. We could see 2 gate. 4 gate, it looks like a, okay, or a 3 gate, obviously. 3 gate expand, the most common thing. We can see that too. So we'll just have to wait a little bit longer, see exactly what's going on. And here's what I'm talking about. Spanishiwa has, let's look at the unit count. Oh, he has 2 queens. He's gonna have 4 queens because he's making 1. So yeah, he gets a lot of queens, spine crawlers, and drones early on with minerals, and then he gets all 4 gas. Okay, cool. Cool. So yeah, I've been in Toronto, which is where my family lives, and I'm going to take you guys with me to Toronto because I'm going to be living there in June, I'm moving, so that's a lot of work moving, but it's kind of a big deal moving with my family. And then I might go to school in September. So life is moving on for me. Things are doing good, and that's about it. So now we're all caught up, fans and subscribers. We're all caught up. I just feel like I had to just get that out. I'm moving to Toronto. It's a big deal. I'm telling all my friends. I gotta tell you guys. You know, I've got to tell my subscribers. I just gotta tell you what I'm doing, what I'm up to, what's happening in my life. Ooh, very exciting. I'm getting probably, depending on whether or not I go to school in September, I'm gonna be getting a new computer. Okay, so here comes that 4 gas. Ah, exciting. 4 gas versus Spanishiwa. And Protoss is expanding 3-gate expand, and I'm gonna just say I think that's a little bit too safe, because Spanishiwa in like a few minutes is gonna be sick out of control. Let's look at the army tab. It's about even, but you'll see what I mean. Spanishiwa is gonna get a layer soon now, and then Roach Warren, and then an infestation pit. Just watch. Okay, here comes the layer. Anyway, so. Yeah, I just gotta tell you guys what I'm up to, what I'm doing, and I am getting a new computer, probably. It'll be an Intel i5 core, 2500K, and then I'm going to buy, this is a standard number of centuries, by the way. You get, oh, okay, pulling a 4-gate, okay, so he's pulling at the GSL MC. He, you know what, went through some odd gateways and then an expansion, 4 gateways, and canceled the expansion and won. But we'll just see if Spanishiwa is not quite. Okay, Spanishiwa is not aware of it yet. He doesn't know that the hatchery is canceled. So this is a bit all-in-y because you're still on one base at the 10, 12, 11-minute mark. It's got to do a lot of damage. It's got to at least kill the hatchery off. But there's a lot of spine crawlers there. Can Spanishiwa hold the MC-style 4-gate push? I don't know. Okay, those force fields not the greatest, just preventing a few. They're not good, I'm saying, because the stalkers are not quite in range of the spine crawlers. Spine crawlers taking out the sentries. Good force fields though, preventing these zerglings from coming down. I do think no more stalkers on the way. I'm not sure Spanishiwa will be able to hold. But 20 zerglings are out for him now. It looks like 20 more on the way. Oh yeah, and these zerglings are going to surround the stalkers. No problem! Look at all this creep, man. Thank God for all that creep. Spanishiwa is able to run around these stalkers like they are, you know, clowns or something. Able to just run around them. Oh, this is a beautiful hold right here. Spanishiwa didn't even know it was coming. It was able to hold it. Yeah, these zealots can't get. Basically, what's happening now is the zealots weren't able to slice up the zerglings, and the stalkers were taking a lot of damage. Lots of queens. Good for transfuses. Good for tanking damage. Wow, Spanishiwa. And even though more units are on the way for Young, Spanishiwa has basically held it. I'd say that he doesn't even need 2 spine crawlers here. 1 more should be enough. 12 zerglings on the way. Here comes the infestation pit. Spanishiwa is teching, and you can see that what's interesting about this style of play is that because he got the gas geysers so late, he was able to drone up really hard at the beginning. And let's look at his drone count. You can see he has 40 drones, so even though all these drones are not mining and he's losing a whole bunch, he still has 38 drones versus the Protoss 28. Because remember, these 4-gate pushes are very all-in-y. You stay on one base. You can't make drones. There is no next step. It basically has to do a lot of damage or win the game. If you do a lot of damage, you're basically even with your opponent. If you win the game, then the game's over. So, I'm really impressed here, Spanishiwa. Very cool. Only mining from these guys. Not mining from these at all because he's under duress still. And really, I think Young is just going to give up pretty soon. He just threw away a crap ton of units. Like, that was just throwing it away. Running your zealots and stalkers to the back of the Zerg base. You know, what's going to happen to you? Oh, Zerglings and Queens will surround you. Don't do that. Don't get yourself into a corner when you're on creep, unless you know that you can get out of there alive. So, at the end of all that, let's look at the supply count. 66 versus 44. And really, Spanishiwa held because what he did was he built 4 spine crawlers, and you know, spine crawlers are only 1 larva, and so it's really good for holding, you know, in defense. And then he was able to drone up hard. And again, let's look at how many drones he has. It looks like, let's look at that drone count. Oh, where's the drone count? Somewhere in there. 42 drones. He should be taking a 3rd too soon, I think. You should know that Protoss is again expanding, and I'd be surprised if he didn't take a 3rd very, very soon. Let's look, building a hive now. See, this is what I'm talking about. He builds a hive at that 13-minute mark. What Zerg does that? Spanishiwa does that. Man. He's going to get Brood Lords out soon. The Spire will be coming. Okay, here comes the 3rd from Spanishiwa. The Spire is next after the hive. And I'm just going to have to pause this a second. My roommate might be coming in. Oh, here we go. And I was right. My roommate, she came in. Man, I have like Gosu senses. I have like spider sense. Like, ooh, she's coming. So I put it on pause. Now we can resume. If you hear like clanging and clinging. Oh, by the way, this new fungal growth buff is so good for Zerg because instead of doing the damage over 8 seconds, it does it over 4. Cleaning up. That's how you clean it up, Spanishiwa. I am a fan. Oh, and go check, because this game is about over, so go check out Spanishiwa versus the Little One on HuskyStarcraft.com. I have to advertise my favorite commentators because they are my favorites. They are what got me passionate about this game, so it's partly why I'm doing it. I don't know why Young hasn't GG'd yet. 4th base should be coming soon for Spanishiwa too. I mean, what else are you gonna do? Expand! Look at his money, it's really high. He could definitely expand right now. He must be having fun. Like, he must be thinking he's like the best player in the world. But I guarantee you, within a month or two, now that his style has been, you know, widely broadcasted over the internet, people are going to start figuring out how to beat his style. And that doesn't mean Spanishiwa isn't good. He's excellent, but he just came up with his own style that's hard to beat right now. And no GG. I don't think there's a GG. He just left. So yeah, that's my portention. That in the future, right now he's unstoppable. But he will eventually get defeated. Someone will figure it out. And when he does, then we'll see just how good Spanishiwa is. When people start, it's like Hydra. People like know how Hydra plays, so they like, Hydra calls it sniping. They snipe his build. They know how he plays, and they make a build just for that. So Hydra's still very, very good. It's just that when you're broadcasted over the internet, when you become famous, like Spanishiwa is now, it's much harder to... you're going to lose more games, because people are going to start figuring you out. Especially if you're going to compete in tournaments. But anyway, still a good game nonetheless. It's cool to see a different style in Zerg, and that's that. I'm gonna hold off on making more videos until I get my headset at least, so that the sound can be better, because who wants to hear this stuff, you know? I mean, I don't want you guys to hear it. I want good quality stuff, and yeah. And oh yeah, I haven't finished talking about my computer, so just to let you know, I'm done with my commentary. So this computer, ooh, should be fun. It's basically gonna be an Intel LG55, which is the new Sandy Bridge, and then a GTX 570 video card, and 16 gigabytes of RAM. So it's going to be really awesome. I'm going to be able to churn out more videos. I'm going to churn out and videos on higher quality graphic settings. I'm going to have better sound. So good things are coming for my channel, but it's not 100% yet, because it's like $1,200-$1,300 to buy all this stuff, and I might need that money for school, but I'm not sure yet. I'm just gonna wait and see exactly. Sometimes when you make decisions in life, you shouldn't just make it right away. You should really just wait and, you know, ask the universe, what am I gonna do? What should I do? And then think about it some more. Ask your friends, get some input, and then make a decision. So. Anyway, that's all the advice I have right now, all the wisdom coming out from my mouth, because you know I'm wise. Dispensing the wisdom in StarCraft. Yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the game too. I know I certainly did. Giggling at the early... I mean, just can't help but giggle at the early infestation bit and early hive. If I were a Zerg player, I'd just be... Woo! I'd be have nerd shields right now, so almost makes me want to switch to Zerg. Maybe I could just steal his style and switch to Zerg. Who knows? Actually, that's a pretty good idea. Maybe I'll try it out. Anyway, that's it for now. Cheerio. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks a lot. Cheerio.